Hi, thank you so much for serving on this Sunday, January 29th, 2023. This is Memory Verse Sunday, so we will be doing both a lesson as well as the memory verse in the sanctuary. So starting at the beginning at 9:30, volunteers should be arriving. Make sure to check in the check-in room to pray together as a group and to get your volunteer sticker. If you are serving in the 3rd through 5th grade classroom, you will also need to pick up your lanyard that will have the key that will be used to open the door upstairs. So you need to make sure to get that from Kristen. When you come back into the classroom, you can turn the music on the CD player or the YouTube playlist, or you can even go ahead and turn on the TV. As students are arriving, centers should be set out. One adult should be taking attendance. We have been confirming everyone's grade level this month. There should only be maybe a small handful of kids who have not confirmed their grade level yet. So if there is anyone that doesn't have a grade level written next to the left of their name, that is here this week, make sure you ask them and write that number to the left of their name just to verify that it is correct for our records. So one adult should be doing that. Another adult should be turning on the TV and getting some worship music on. If you chose not to put it on the playlist, you can listen to music on there. We're not going to have a worship time on the carpet together because of Memory Verse Sunday, but you could turn the TV on just to play worship music on there. At 10:10, students will need to clean up and put away their center activities, and they can go into either open areas. They can go into the worship area over there, or they could come over to this area on the carpet. The memory verse sheet is here, so you're going to fill in the missing words on that last part of Mark 1:11. So you're going to fill in the 3 missing words. It is on your lesson plan right here, where you see week 4. This was supposed to be filled in last week, but because of our snow Sunday, we're going to do it this week. With you, I am well pleased. So you're going to fill in those missing words and practice it together several times. Around 10:15, 10:20, you will be hearing from me when it is time to walk towards the sanctuary. So you'll need to line everyone up, bring that brown craft paper memory verse with you. You're going to line them up on the right-hand door to enter the sanctuary. They'll walk down the aisle when the passing of the peace begins. They'll line up at the front, say their memory verse, and then exit. When it is time to exit, the kindergarten through 2nd grade students will return to the classroom, but the 3rd through 5th graders will go upstairs. So as you're leaving to do memory verse, make sure you have your lanyard. Make sure that if you're a 3rd through 5th grade teacher that you have your cell phone with the volume turned on and the yellow bag that is on the door. That yellow bag has your lesson plans as well as the craft that you're going to be doing upstairs. So then after doing the memory verse, the groups will be separated, and it should be around 10:30 at this point, and you're going to do the prayer that we do every week. So you're going to share their prayer requests. You can record them in the prayer request book that each classroom has. And just discuss them together. In the 3rd through 5th grade classrooms, the kids have expressed interest in leading that prayer, and that is totally fine, as long as it's a student that you feel is ready to do that, and kind of guiding them through how to pray through those prayer requests, and then doing the Lord's Prayer together as a group. It is displayed in all the classrooms, so if there's someone who doesn't know it, they are welcome to look at where it is displayed on the wall. At this point, sorry, it's upside down. At this point, this is when we're going to move into our Bible story lesson. It is story 141, Chosen Before the World Began, on pages 282 and 283 in the Gospel Story Bible. So if you are upstairs, the kids have wanted to be reading this instead of the teacher, which is also totally fine if you are comfortable with that. We do not have enough copies for everyone. There really is just 1 or 2 copies in each classroom. And so they can pass it and read 1 paragraph each until it is over. I like doing that with the kids upstairs because it helps to keep them focused and they are able to read most of the words that are in the stories. Downstairs, it still needs to be read by the teacher. So read the story out loud to them. It is coming from Ephesians. And then afterwards, they're going to look up Ephesians 1:15 through 17. This is where it breaks apart on the lesson plan. If you're in K through 2, they do need to locate the passage with a partner or on their own. Teachers should be checking to make sure that they have located that, and then the teacher will read it out loud to them. If you're upstairs in 3rd through 5th, they're also going to locate the passage, but then they're going to read it independently or in partners before the teacher reads it out loud to them. And then there are some follow-up questions. Now, since it is a short week, we have a very short craft. Both groups are doing the same craft. It's just a coloring sheet. It has Ephesians 2, verse 10 on it. And it says here, For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance as our way of life. Ephesians 2:10. So I want them to take their time coloring those letters, coloring the box around it. If they finish early, they can turn it over. They can draw a self-portrait on the back and label it chosen by God. They could also maybe write this month's memory verse, Mark 1:11, whatever they want to do to kind of fill that time in a focused way. When the sermon is over, you will be receiving a text from me letting you know that it is time for 3rd through 5th graders to come back downstairs. Make sure you take a head count to make sure you are returning the same number of kids that you brought upstairs with you, and begin walking downstairs. A few side notes: if you are upstairs, make sure you lock yourselves in up there. So when you unlock that front door upstairs, make sure you lock it behind you as you enter. And also make sure it is cleaned up there. They did an experiment. I'm going to go check it after I film this video, where they put eggs and vinegar to show a transformation from Saul to Paul. And it has been sitting there now for almost 2 weeks. If it is still in good shape, I will leave it there and you can show it to the kids and see how it's changed. It is possible that it will be totally disintegrated and stinky, which in that case I will throw it away. But that is it. So at the end, same dismissal as always. Parents will arrive. Keep the kids over on the carpet. You can let them listen to some worship music while they are waiting on their parents, and they can choose their prizes from the Bible prize bucket. Have one adult over there doing that while there is 1 or 2 adults doing dismissal to call kids over. We want to try and keep the volume not super loud so that they can hear their name called when their family arrives to pick them up. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for serving, and I will see you soon.